Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Rune-keeper. Today we'll start off by turning in a few quests. With that
Hello?
it's done then, and too late to change now. Oh me. I fear that I may have made a greater error than ever before. One of the men came here, and I stood up to him. I fear that this may have been an error. Well, let's see.
Tell me what you need or move
Ah,
along.
very fine job, to say the least. Oh yes, of course. Let's see. Cooking or tailoring? I guess tailoring.
I'll not be ignored.
You there! We've a wolf problem which needs to be addressing. Some time ago, I'd bought a fine, fat milk cow out of Buckland, but filthy wolves from the old forest stole it, slaughtered it, and dragged it off. Hunt down the foul wolves in the northern part of the old forest. Bring me pelts as evidence of your work. I won't take any old shabby pelts, mind you. I'll only accept the largest and the most lustrous. Of course. Let's see. The wolves are evil because they stole your cow. I guess you don't know how economy works with wolves. They see cow, they say, oh, it must be dinner.
What can I do for you?
Look at that! You got them all back! I will be sure to see that these are given back to the rightful owners. I must say perhaps Adso is right to put his faith in you, alright? Oh, in the shadow of giants.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Nails are running low. Yes, the brigands even took our nails. Can you imagine? These of a different sort than I have ever seen. We needn't fret over the nails, though. And with the cost of iron where it is, I have reasoned a better solution to the problem with building Adso's inn. The only problem is that the solution lays to the north within the old forest. In the shadow of the giant trees, there you will find roots, massive tendrils poking from the earth with the strength of the ages. If we can get tough vines from those roots, we can craft strappings to tie our crossbeams together and save the remaining nails for everything else we need to build. What do you say? Do you have the heart to face the dark and gloomy place and collecting up the strappings from those roots? I'll think about it.
Please, stay a moment.
Before you run off, I wanted to ask you for another favor. While the brigand was talking to me, I saw some of his seconds bullying one of my workers, while two others made off with a lot of my produce. That produce feeds my workers and keeps them strong. I need to get that back if I am to remain here, if they are to remain whole and hearty. I am certain that you will find that the produce has been distributed to any of these foul brigands to the southern brief fields. You want me to get some produce, okay?
Please stay a moment.
By standing up to the man, a fearsome brigand named Dick Hawthorne, I fear I have doomed us all. He set up a camp immediately to the east, just on the south side of the ruins there. He threatens to return with enough forces to stamp out my little homestead before it can be recognized as anything more than a burned patch of land. Mercy me! What am I to do now? Please, help them to fix the error so that I can see the dream realized. What do you want me to do exactly? Of course, kill Dick Hawthorne. I should have known. Alright. So he's got quite a task for us. And all this, well, I still need to talk to Aragorn. I need to do this. I need to do that. Everyone wants me to do that. And I got some empathy. Alright. First of all, let's take care of the empathy. Maybe I should have wrote it down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. What have we got here? Let's see. Fortune. Right. Do I have the right to use these now? I thought that I needed only 5 spent in order to do that. Probably says fate, tactical, critical. Well, I'll see what's. Nope, it won't do that. So therefore, I presume I must get this up first. Oh, no wonder. It's gonna be one of those days, everybody. That's right. Yes, I'm so anticipating getting up to level 17 and spending that next point that I was trying to spend the point before I hit 17. Don't worry about it. It's morning. Alright. And I passed the place. Well, okay. Well, Atso, I'll see about your thing later. I need to get back to Strider. I need to visit an inn, get a little sleep. Alright, there we go. And you know an elf must be tired if they're going around asking for some sleep. But I didn't like that. Well, I knew it was dark, but it's really dark. Okay, everybody. This. Alright, looks a little less midnighty now. Well, we'll see what happens. But things are not going too well. It seems like it's morning for my computer also. But I can only hope that this actually loads. I'll be back when this loading screen is done. Oh! I threatened to go offline for a moment and it loads up. Amazing. Wonders of persuasive talk, even with computers. Now let's talk to Strider.
You bring dire news.
This is dire news. While the 4 hobbits I was awaiting for are safe for the moment, the protection Bree offers is fleeting at best. We must leave soon, and if the enemy's suspicions were confirmed by these Kreban that what they seek is no longer in the Shire, our trip may be all the more perilous. Yet the old forest is a twisting labyrinth that can lead even the most experienced tracker astray. Finding those Kreban will not be easy.
Listen well.
There is one who could find these Kreban for you, if we were to ask him for such aid. However, he may not see our worries as his. He is known by many peoples by many names. Of old he was known as or all to men, while to the dwarves he was simply Forn. The elves called him Iarwain ben Nadar, oldest and fatherless. However, in these days he is known as Tom Bombadil by those few who are aware of him. Look for old Bombadil's house, which lies to the far eastern end of the Withywindle, the river that flows through the old forest. He may help you if you ask him by name, in my name, Aragorn. If you are discovering anything, I would ask that you address it as best you can. I wish I could help you with this task, but the safety of my charges comes before all else. So we need to talk to Tom Bombadil, the Master of the Wood. Right, okay. Since that's the level 18 quest, I will take care of the rest of the Breeland stuff first. So let us get out of here. And take care of those things that we have for the Watchers. Everything's working fine now after that rather weird little blackout that I had. For a moment there I thought I was going to completely crash. Then of course I need to get back to Adso. Then I could probably level and actually spend that point that I tried to spend earlier. And maybe after all that's over, I could wake up! Seriously.
How can I be of service?
This will do nicely. Bree is in dire need of new supplies, and this will do to sate the populace. Without this, who is it to know what terrible madness would have befallen the people of Bree? Here, we are indebted to your help. Okay, that's for the goods.
How can I be of service?
More ill news. Orkman? Could this be? The letter says it plainly enough. Sharky has a legion of half-orcs loyal to him, and that he is sending them to Andrath. I have doomed my men. Oh. I should have read this letter. As you know, we have some problems getting enough men to accomplish Sharky's plans for Breeland and the Shire. All of Sharky's best, you know me excepted, are occupied in the south. What we got here ain't quite strong enough to take the townsfolk straight forward. Fortunately, we've been given an opportunity. Orcs have come from far south as the Greenway, even. My friends say Sharky ain't on the best terms with them up in the north, but some of the orcs we've come south into Bree have been cut off. These orcs come here might be convinced to join us. Of course, Sharky knows how to deal with orcs, and these scouts from the north are no doubt in a bad way, since they can't get any new supplies from or warriors. This could be just the turn of luck we've been looking for. Treat the orc scouts well, and tell your men not to interfere with them, or you will be responsible for being dead and all. Oh, we're being... yeah, that's what he said. Signed, Bill. So, that Bill Fernie is trying to get on terms with orcs. Wonderful. Right, lesser F.
Stay a moment.
The Vale of Andrath in Breeland's gateway to the south. The South Downs, Dunlin, Isengard, and the Gap of Rohan. All would be closed to Breeland if the brigands are not hindered. It is clear that Sharky is no mere brigand leader. He has employed half-breeds to fill his ranks, a wholly depraved act. I sent my men to watch the ruins at Andrath and fear that they now are prisoners or worse. Please, head south beyond the Greenwade Crossing, further beyond the shadows of the barrows, and seek my scouts, Oakdale and Brittleleaf. Hopefully they will have a safe place close to the ruins, likely on the eastern side. Be swift, for I fear the worst, and bring caution with you. That's likely to be a bad place. Right. Okay. Now that's done with. I guess we could save Tom Bombadil for later. That is threat to fall through 17, so that is... Could wait until after I level up. So let's just turn in this blade. Oh, there you are. Hiding in the middle of my sight.
What do you need?
Oh, bless you! You've returned my daughter safe to me. I can't thank you enough. You've done so much for me in more ways than you know. While you were away, I busied myself with Lothar's work. I had to do something to keep myself from being overcome with worry. No sooner had I finished the work than Lothar came over to collect it. He seemed pleased with it, even admitted that it's come close to dwarf work. He promised to send me more work in the future. Pinestone, you've saved my family and given me hope of a brighter future. I can't thank you enough. Please. Well, let's see. What can you take? How about this? See, this piece, some trousers. Alright, how about this earring? No, I won't ask you how a blacksmith got hold of a earring. Still morning. Thank you. Good morning. Alright, let's see. We have max of power, max of vitality, max of will. I guess we'll keep that for now. Reputation changed. I am now acquaintance with the men of Bree. Whoopee. And be stowed. I know, that's why I got in trouble last time. I was trying to read while I'm driving. And you wonder why the state doesn't like it when people text and drive. Alright. Friend of Men of Bree, deed completed. I guess I could know what that is. Known to Men of Bree, title awarded. Known through Bree. There's a pattern through all this. Turbine points granted, of course, of course, of course, of course. There we go. So let's go all the way down south to the Vale of Andrath, where we will set up camp for next time. We'll take care of that place. Then we can go and help Batsa. Then we can go help Tom Bombadil. Then maybe we could get a straightforward storyline that doesn't send me in 3 directions at once. Yes, welcome to the early zones of LOTRO. Well, that's the problem, of course, mainly with the epic storyline is you always have this tension between the epic storyline where they say, you must do this now, you must do this now, you must do this now. And of course, all the quest givers in the area says, oh, could you help me now, could you help me now, could you help me now? Well, at least now I know why they call this the Green Way, because you can't see it, because you can't tell the difference between the road and the grass surrounding it. But I should get there eventually. I think I will get to this Andrath before I reach the Gap of Rohan. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see runes ahead now. Yep. They look like ruins. And those look like brigands. And I'll need a nice place to... Okay. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna try a horse on that ledge. Maybe I can find a nice cave to settle in. Well, it looks like I'm not the first here. Well, next time I will talk to these guards. Turn in my quest and see if they need any help here in the Vale of Andrath. And you know this is an MMO. They're gonna need a great deal of help. So until next time, this is Pine Leaf Needles, and I hope that I have a fewer technical difficulties tomorrow, and that I'm more wake up. Good night for the next episode of Pineleaf Plays the Rune-keeper.